the do's and don'ts of our period in the Philippines. We've been told that you're not to take a bath during your period. You do this and that after you get your period. So, mainly, we're gonna talk about how I almost died and just the tabooness of it in the Philippines. Luckily for me, I had my first period during the pandemic, so I didn't have to encounter the sort of embarrassing way of how usually people experience it. Do you like, are there people that actually experience it just like, why is your bum bleeding?
Holy shit, you are covered in blood! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You must have sat on a nail or something!
I think she's having a period!
Oh my god!
That's scary, but it should be normalized technically because kids as early as 9 are having their periods. Oh my god. I had it when I was like 12. But anyways, Filipino period talks just stems back to a lot of tabooness from ancient beliefs. The first one I mentioned is not bathing. So breathing, it says here that it makes it so the blood doesn't flow properly and it might lead to illness or even insanity. Guys, okay. It further says here that medical professionals or experts debunk this, saying that uh, it will lead to improper hygiene. I mean, think about it. Your period lasts for 5 to 7 days, right? And then you don't take a bath in those days. I think that's gonna make it much worse. I'm embarrassed to say that for the longest time, I really haven't been taking a bath during my period days, and just now I have been. And look, I'm in my second day, and I still feel so fresh. Unlike before, when you're at school, you really notice who has a period or not because they be stanky. It's just unhygienic. And guys, really, take a bath, okay? Doesn't matter. Experts have debunked it, and even I am a living proof that you don't need to not take a bath. Okay? Take that shower, wash yourself, be more presentable. The next thing here is the cleansing your face with your first period blood. I've been told to do that, and of course, it's disgusting. What the heck? I didn't do it. Good for me. It says that doing it will make it so your face won't be rough with pimples, acne, or whatever. Um, my face is good enough looking. Sure. For 2 years, even before my period, I had a lot of pimples. Here, there's some pores that prove that there's pimples there, but it's really nothing now. See, it's just a waiting game, guys. You'll eventually get out of that, pimply phase, you know? Give your face some time to grow, and wait, what did it say here? Uh, highly recommend to not do it due to high risk of infections to your face. Especially if you have an open pimple there already and you do it. Yuck. I never heard about this is a slap on the cheek. During a girl's first period, it is believed that lightly slapping her on the face will give her naturally rosy, flushed cheeks that will last a lifetime. Was there a lifetime? Okay, but really, I never tried this. I mean, rosy cheeks aside, I don't really want to look like I have permanent blush, though there are some people that yearn to have that. I'm okay with this face. Guys, you guys can try that. The first girls that have recently had a period, you can try that. Next is funeral restrictions. Women in their period are sometimes discouraged from attending wakes or funerals. The superstition suggests that bodily changes and blood might attract negative or supernatural entities. Are we really just that scared of a woman's period? I've heard, at least this was like a casual TikTok scroll that there are a lot of religions that are really taboo with ladies during their periods. Like there are times that they don't let them in the sort of building of worship if they're on their period. They don't let them pray because of their period. If they're really those, then go mention that ahead. But next is jumping off the stairs.
Julian.
I thought this was so you can be it's in the New Year's that you do it if you want to be tall. That's another thing. Here it's to shorten the period duration. Mine has consistently been 5 to 4 days. I kept track of it before because that's my sign to get a bath, but now I don't really. But this is entirely a lie. I can have periods for like 3 days. There are ways to shorten it, but not like this. I'm not even gonna say it because that's gonna be to NSFW, but yeah, it's entirely fake because it's connected to your hormones and your genetics. Wow!
From the moment that I walked in the house, bitches decided that they just.
This last one is just it's like a original sentence. Food and cooking restrictions. In rural areas, there are beliefs that menstruating women should not cook specific meals, especially those using vinegar or sour ingredients, as it is believed that food will spoil quickly or turn excessively sour. I'm just gonna leave you guys with that a bit.
Deku, stop! Deku, I said stop diggling me!
So, how did I almost die because of my period? This was my first day, and we were going to the beach. Hey there! Because it was my grandmother's birthday. Bless her heart. So, I was at the beach, right? I was already wearing clothes for just pictures at the beach that I made solo for myself. Here are the pictures at hand. And I got major FOMO from the other cottage that had also a girl that's kind of my age who was doing just, swimming. And me, of course, just being me, I decided, know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna swim. First day, period. And then my father said that it's fine since it's the beach, it's not the pool where the water is just mostly stationary. So it just can get washed away or whatever. So there I was, swimming there a bit, just on my back because that's the only way that I can float. I still can't swim, you guys. During the middle period of it, I kept on lying to the shore, kind of a POV of how a mermaid would get on shore, which was really tiring. I was like dragging myself to in the sand and just laying there on my stomach or on my back because the stomach was hurting. My coochie was hurting, guys. And at some point, we were waiting for my tita to come to this beach because we arrived there earlier with my family. And when they got there with all the food, I couldn't wait to eat. But as I was sitting there, I felt like, yeah, this is coming out. The shit is coming out. Luckily, there was a toilet on the beach. Of course, there should be. So, got some soap, went there. The toilet was barely sittable because when I sat on it, I could not reach the floor. But anyways, there I was on my lifeguards trying to push this out. It doesn't want to go out. This one, sure, is still bearable. I washed the sand off my body because there was someone already knocking outside to use the toilet, so I went out. And it felt like it was getting worse because, sitting there almost holding some shit that doesn't want to go out, and then period pain, cramps at the same time. I was just sitting there silently. yeah, I need to go back. I went back. I waited a bit on a corner. I sat on some sort of countertop near the toilet area. Just there, I was curling up like this because that's how I deviate the pain, and it just kept going, and it felt so much so freaking long, just waiting for the next toilet to be free for me. And then finally, a door swung open, and frick, the store didn't have a lock. But anyways, I finally popped. Okay, and while I was there, I felt like my life was flashing before my eyes. Really, I think, yeah, it was. I have one hand holding the door, and then just my breathing was getting sucky. It was really heavy. And then when I got back to like probably eat because I didn't have any breakfast, that made it worse, I think. So I'm sitting there, and then I wish I could have saw myself because the way I was breathing, I was like, I was like that. And then my mom was already worried enough. The whole family was worried. The grands were worried. And my mom later said that I looked so freaking pale at that time. And then I couldn't say what because this was normal for me. The pain was normal. And then they told me to. I was wet, right? So they told me to dress up, go change clothes. So I did, and then for roughly 5 hours, I just laid down on the cottage. I stole a whole row of suitable seats, whatever, and then just lie down, hugging my cousin's whale pillow or whatever, and just there. I cried too. It was a weird mix because probably a lot of sand, seawater in there in my system. Then getting cold from the water, shitting in a public space, and the fact that I haven't eaten breakfast and lunch at this point, I really did feel like I'm dying. I didn't mention this. Why did I not mention this? There was a part when I was like trying to change, right, and I wanted to puke so badly. My body was gagging so much, like that. I did some bad genius stuff where I tried to activate my gag reflex by stuffing my finger in there. It made it worse, but nothing came out because what was gonna go out when I haven't eaten a single thing? So, really felt like I was about to collapse because there was a good distance between the toilet and our cottage, and I just walked there like 4 times back and forth to do my business. And when you feel the most dying, the most dead ever, you feel the most alive. So, might do it again. Who knows? I finally broke the stigma of not taking a swim when you're in your period. I guess you can do it when you're almost at the end of it. There's not so much. Of course, I didn't go there and had a napkin on. That would make it much worse. Just straight up period, going to the beach, providing to the fish. Can they eat the blood or not? But another video that's all over the place. But what I do hope that you take away from this is to not be further exploited by the systems, capitalism. Oh no, it's not capitalism. But the people who take advantage of how women feel embarrassed of their periods, and of course to not compromise yourself because of some ancient beliefs that you just stay stanky when you're on your period. Rub blood on your face so you won't get pimples. Jump off several flights of stairs to shorten it. Get slapped on the face. Don't enter this establishment during your period. No. Stop believing on all that and prioritize your health. You know, there are professional researches over there already on the internet that you can search for yourself. Yeah. So, my experience, don't don't do it. It might have felt like something to check off my bucket list, but really, I wouldn't want that to happen, even to my enemy. If you enjoyed this ranting video that's kind of educational as well, please like and subscribe. It helps with growing the channel and making it so the algorithm recognizes who this video should be fed to. And again, I'm just some girl with many things to talk about. See you in the next vid. Bye bye!